Hello, Angie Gerber here, and welcome to my podcast, Awareness. Once you know, you can't unknow. A place you can come to start thinking and shifting your thoughts to finally create the results you truly, truly desire. It'll shift your mindset and give you strategies to get out there and get it done. Let's get started. Hello, and on today's episode, I'm going to dovetail off last week where we talked about the halfway mark. And regardless to when you're listening to this, it still applies. And what can you start doing today to start changing the behaviors that will therefore change your results and just go about it a little bit differently. And what I found, and it's completely free, all you have to do is make a decision to do it, be intentional, and create the discipline. And that is your morning and evening routine. So I know I've mentioned it many times because it's so important, but what do you do in the morning to get ready for your day? It's kind of like the foundation where you set the standard for your day. Are you getting up and are you being intentional? Are you laying out a foundation of how your day is going to look? Or are you hitting snooze 5 times, getting out, throwing on, it's kind of like that movie where they're throwing on their pants as they're running out the door and falling all over themselves. Is that what your morning's like? A little chaotic? Well, if it is, again, this costs you nothing and it makes a huge, huge impact. So grab a piece of paper and a pen because I have tons of ideas here. Some may be for you, some may not, but take even 1 or 2 and start implementing them today, tonight, in your evening, end of the day routine. And then tomorrow morning, if you have to get up 10 minutes earlier, get up 10 minutes earlier. 15 minutes earlier, a half hour earlier, an hour earlier. Truly, truly get up when it's quiet and no one else in your home is up yet and have that time to yourself. I never did this in the past and I do it now and it changes everything. It's so, so valuable. And again, it doesn't cost a thing. So first and foremost, you guessed it, gratitude. Start with gratitude before you even get out of bed. First thing I do is say thank you. Thank you for this day ahead. And then great gratitude. You know, a lot of people write it down. Some people don't. So you could even start in bed with 5 things or people that you're grateful for and 5 things that you're expecting and aren't here yet. But be grateful for them as if they're already here. And after each one, connect. You need to connect to it and really feel it as if it's here and now and ask yourself why. Why am I grateful for this person or this experience or the sunshine or the air conditioning because it's 90 degrees outside? Whatever it is, do not do this just to check a box. If you're doing this to check a box, don't even waste your time. Only do it if you're going to do it with the intention and the discipline of connecting to it emotionally. It's all about the emotional connection you have and feeling it, not just saying it to check a box. And again, you write it down. I write mine down every day. So gratitude, the first thing. And you can even take my gratitude exercise 2 steps further. And the next step would be to send love to 3 people that are bothering you. And then sit and ask for guidance for the day. Just ask for guidance. 3 to 5 minutes in silence. Sometimes you'll want to get out of bed for that. You might fall back asleep. But either way, that's my gratitude exercise in the morning. The next thing you can do is I am statements. So as you're getting ready in the morning, maybe you're in the shower, you're getting dressed, start saying, I am successful. I am powerful. I am whatever it is you are, and say it with the exclamation points at the end of it. I am healthy, wealthy, and I've never been in better shape. Whatever it is that you intend to be and want to be, say your I am statements with conviction, with certainty, as if they are here and done and you are already living your I am. And it should be connected to your big goal. So start affirming through your I am statements, which brings me to your goal. So your goal, you have this big worthy goal that you don't know the how that you're going to get it. You just know you have the desire and the want. And it's as good as done already out there. You just have to connect to it. So auto suggest your goal out loud for 5 minutes. I know my coach plays music in the background, so he kind of gets into the spirit. He's in a good mood. He's feeling it. I write mine out because I know Bob Proctor was a big pen to paper guy. So I'll write my goal out listening to music. Again, auto-suggest it. Look in the mirror. The mirror exercise is so very powerful. You can do that with your I am statements, and you can do that with your goal. But auto-suggestion, most of the people within Thinking into Results, all the consultants that are at the top of their game and coaches, truly will bring it all back to auto-suggestion. Auto-suggestion, where you say it out loud, was the thing and the tipping point and the turning point for so many of the coaches and consultants I know. The next thing would be move your body, exercise, whether that's going for a walk, getting on a machine in your house, or maybe just doing sit-ups or yoga, whatever it would be, move. And it doesn't have to be your huge major workout for the day, but just get your body moving and a little bit more awake. It will be a good way to get your brain and your endorphins going as well. Next would be read or study. Take 5, 10, 15 minutes to read a couple pages, maybe reread something that has just been maybe either weighing on your mind, are you not quite understanding it, or you want to dive in a little bit more, or you're just really inspired by it. There's this one video on YouTube that I cannot help but get pumped up and just ready to take on the day. Watch something like that every morning. Just get to the point where it's a little bit better, 1% better every day. I promise you'll never hear it the same. You'll never read it the same. You'll never understand it the same because you're going to be different every day. But take that time to read and study every morning. Some people meditate, maybe for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, half hour. If you have the time set aside, meditate. It will get you into the right state of mind and calmness. If you can start your day off calm with a clear head and ready to go, there's no better way. And a lot of people for that helps them get there is through meditation. So if that's for you as well, absolutely meditate. Philosophy. What is your philosophy? The coach I hired had us write our philosophy out every day for a week. No, I say do it every day for 30 days and just write out, where you want to be. Look at your standard, how disciplined you are, your self-image, where you're at with your goal already being achieved an hour after it's been achieved. What type of attitude do you have? Show up as if you are exactly who you want to be, and that person is who you are once your goal has been achieved. Show up from that point and write out your philosophy. What does the person a year to 2 years look like that's achieved what you intend to achieve? So philosophy, and then record it. This is another step. Going along with auto-suggestion, take your memo out on your phone, hit record, and record your philosophy. You could go back and record your goal, record your I am statements. And the more you can listen to these recordings throughout the day, the more you're going to impress and implant that in your subconscious. And once it's accepted, it has to happen. It has to come into form. It's a law. It's a law of the universe. It's not man-made. It can't be man-altered. So I encourage you to plug and play. You're going to take the time throughout the day anyways, so why not just go for it? Try it out. 60, 90 days. Give it a try. The other thing would be in 1 to 2 years, really take the time to write out what your life looks like once that big goal is achieved. What are you doing? Where are you living? Who are the A++ players that you're surrounding yourselves with? And really go into detail, spiritually, health-wise, financially, business-wise, relationships. Write out your goal as if it's already here and done. I'm so happy and grateful now that ... And it should be pages, not just a paragraph, pages. And the trick is, and what my coach had me do, is rewrite it every day. And I was like, oh man, so much writing. But I promise you, even if you do it for a week, it is so amazing how different. If you were to stick with the first one you wrote out, it's nothing like the 7th one, or the 14th one, or the 30th one, because you keep adding to it and you switch it a little bit every day. And, oh, but I want this. Oh, what about that? And I'm going to add this right here, or I'm going to switch this up a little bit, or I like this word better. And it becomes so much more impactful and powerful. Just write it out. Take that time to write out your goal as if it's here and done, and then sit in it and feel it. Feel it as if it's an hour or two after you've achieved it, and come from that place. That's where you want to connect to as many times throughout the day, coming from your goal already achieved. And really, as you're creating your standard and your attitude and working on your self-image, what does that person do? What does that person's morning look like? What are they saying yes to? And what rooms are they in? And who are they listening to and surrounding themselves with? And what coaches are they paying for? I mean, truly, and mentors, who are their mentors? Just come from that place. And if you can't get in the same room with these people, find them online, read a book, listen, take all the noise of the stuff that's not serving you, that's holding you back and holding you down, and the conversations and the people, and just quiet them. Don't go as often. Don't stay as long, and get around the information, the people, the podcasts, the books, the YouTube videos that do fill your cup, fill your soul, get you excited, get that just yearning in your stomach where you're just like, oh man, I can't even barely sit. That's what I want you to feel. And come from there and rewrite it, and then feel it, and record that and listen to that as many times as you can a day. And again, you can't do all of these, but just pick a couple. It's free. All you have to do is show up and have the discipline around it. And everything, so much can change. You will feel the shift in the first week to 2 weeks if you truly show up and do this. Just pick a couple. So that's some of the morning routine. So let's go to the evening routine, which a lot of people just don't have. And it is almost, I would say it's just as important as the morning. So what are you doing to kind of bookend your day? Are you sitting and reflecting? I know I've heard of wins, like WINS, you won. What did you win that day? Get a journal and write your wins out, and just have a whole journal full of great things that happened, wins that you can go back and look at and read and feel really good and get in that energy. And ask yourself, what went well today? Where did I show up? And I just kicked ass. I mean, it was an awesome day. That was perfect. I nailed it. I did it. I felt the fear. It was so uncomfortable and I did it anyway. And I'm a freaking rock star because of it. I mean, really lean into what went well. And at the same time, what didn't go so great or didn't go as planned? Are you really actually kind of showed up and you weren't in your best light? You got triggered. You probably reacted versus responded. One of those things you wish you could take back. God, that sucks. If I could do anything, I would take that back. Now, first and foremost, we can't. What's in the past is in the past, so you cannot hold on to it. It will only pull you down. You got to cut it and let it go. Take the feedback, though. And then you take whatever maybe you failed at or didn't show up in the way you wanted to or in the best light, and put that on your list, first and foremost, of what you're going to show up better tomorrow and do differently. Or if it's, you know what? I snoozed. I hit my alarm and I didn't have time for my morning routine. All right. Non-negotiable. Tomorrow, I'm not hitting snooze. I'm getting up out of bed and I'm going to do my morning routine. And just don't miss more than one day of any of these things. We're all going to have bad days. We're all going to show up. We're going to falter. We're going to fail. We're going to, react versus respond and just pretty much not have a good day. And that's okay. It's that you want to come from the intentionality of showing up and doing it. We don't have to be perfect at this. Our intention does, but we don't have to be. We're not going to be. And don't beat yourself up about not being perfect and not showing up. Just take the information, take the feedback, and move forward and do better. It's free. You can show up and you can choose your attitude. It is free. And again, just take whatever you didn't do well or you could have done better and make a note of it and really focus on that the next day. And I love this. So send a message of gratitude. If you can text someone, send an email, or if you just want to sit and send it, through your vibration and through your energy and just think it. But send a message of gratitude to someone who impacted your day in a positive way and thank them. Or maybe it's someone that you thought about that you haven't thought about for a while or they just pop into your head. Make a note. Send them a messenger on Facebook or email or text them or again, just send them out good energy and vibes and wish them well. You'd be surprised of how many people will then reach out to you. It's crazy. I've done it. I did this with a girl that I hadn't talked to in well over 20 years, and she called because with what you're sending out, if they're on the right frequency, they're receiving it. It's so, so cool. And then decide that you're going to set up tomorrow for success. See, the 5 minutes right before you're falling asleep, your subconscious is opening up. Just like when you wake up right in the morning, that's when your subconscious is the most aware and open, is right away in the morning and right before you're falling asleep. So take that last 5 minutes and really set the tone for the next day. Write and think about 3 to 5 things that you're going to do tomorrow to set your business in motion or move forward. Or if there's something that you need help with or that you want to get a little bit more guidance or clarity on, start thinking about that and let your subconscious work overnight while you're sleeping, because the last few things that you think about is what your subconscious will work on. So really be careful as you're falling asleep. Do not be thinking about negative things. Think about what went wrong. Think about, I got this tomorrow, I got that tomorrow. Don't, because that will just set your subconscious up to feel that way and to work that way all night long. And at the very least, if you have, nothing that you want to set up for the morning, go back to your goal and say your goal out loud, say it in your head over and over. I'm so happy and grateful now that, and whatever your big goal is. And then take a moment and shut your eyes and fall asleep thinking and feeling from your goal already achieved. Feel it. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Who's walking up to you and congratulating, being like, oh man, couldn't have happened to a better person. God, that's so amazing. I've been watching you, or I've been following your journey, or I just am so, so happy for you. Maybe it's one of the naysayers. Maybe it's one of these people that keep telling you, who do you think you are? Or that would never happen. Take them and flip the script and be like, yeah, you were right all along. You said you were going to do it. And my God, you did it. And you did it with vengeance and clarity and conviction. And you killed it. And wow, I'm eating crow. Yeah, you're right. I am. And I couldn't be more pleased to do so, because look at you now. Think about, feel it as if it's happening and it's done and your goal is achieved, and connect to it. Physically, where are you at? Again, what relationships are you in? Where do you live? What do you drive? What does your spirituality look like? Your financial? How many investments do you have? Who are you surrounding yourselves with? Go back to that goal, the big goal, and really lean into it. And all of this, gratitude, I am statements, auto-suggestion, reading and studying, meditating, writing out your philosophy, writing out your goal, reflecting what went well, what it didn't. It all comes down to connecting emotionally. If you are just doing any of this to check a box to say, I did it, and you're not taking the time to connect to it and to feel it and to really set it up in the vibration, in the frequency, and feel it in just about every cell in your body. Sometimes you'll even tingle. Don't do it. If you're not going to do it the way it's intended and where you're going to get the most benefit, just don't waste your time. Sleep in. Hit the snooze, because it's not going to make a difference at all. If you're not coming from a place of curiosity and of using your imagination, your higher faculty, your intuition, the perception, strengthening your will, all of that. It all goes along with this exercise, the morning and evening routines and your higher faculties, and really connecting to it. Because I tell you, it isn't always easy at first. And a lot of this can be uncomfortable if you've never done it before. And the point is, just through the repetition of doing it over and over and over again and impressing that upon your subconscious, you'll beat the old paradigm and the thing that's coming up and be like, why would you do this? Or just skip today, or this isn't working, or God, so stupid. You look stupid. Why are you even saying that? All of that is your old programming. And if you look at your results, that's because of your programming. So this is what we're doing to reprogram, rewire, and get you from where you are to where you want to be. It's beating out your current paradigm, your current self-image, because nothing changes if nothing changes, and you will never, and I can guarantee ever, outperform your current self-image. So let's work on it. 1% better every day. Just imagine where you'll be in 365 days from now. It is so amazing. And if I can do it, you can do it. If there's any one person out there that has done what you intend to or want to do, there is absolutely no reason why you can't do it. You can do it. If one person can do it, anyone can do it, because we're all energy. We're all connected. No one's better than another. It's just we have different paradigms and we've been on different paths. But you can choose today to start thinking differently, take control, one day at a time, because what you can control, and the only two things you can control are your thinking, what your thoughts are, and your attitude. You're the only one that can control that. No one can make you feel a certain way. You make yourself feel the way you feel. You are your only solution and your only problem. And once you figure that out and you take 100% responsibility for your results and how you show up, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's for me at first, I didn't get it. I didn't want to get it. I wanted to stay a victim. I didn't want to be responsible because I could always find someone to blame. Stop it if you are. Do not blame anyone else. And it's a journey. It's a journey. And there's beauty and freedom and just awesomeness on the other side. So thanks for taking the time today. And what I would love to do in here is, if you do any of these morning routines, let me know. I'd love to have some feedback. What's working, what's not. And I'm actually putting together a PDF of morning routine and the different things that you can do, and just, decide which ones you want. I can give you my morning routine. I'm in the end stages of getting it all put together. So shoot me a message, make a comment, say checklist. If you'd like to have the morning and the evening checklist, I can get that to you. Just let me, get me your email and I'll get it over to you. So until next time, enjoy the day, and really, truly, it costs nothing. Start today. You're worth it and you deserve it. And all those around you do as well. So take care. Thanks for spending some time with me today. And if you like what you heard, feel free to share, like, subscribe, follow, do whatever it is you do. I'd love to get this out to as many people as possible, because it truly all does start with awareness. Once you know, you cannot unknow, and it changes everything. And of course, if I can help in any way, I'm here and happy to do so. Until next time, make it a good one.